Willkommen, bienvenue, and welcome back to MHC with Lyte. And today, we're going fishing. At least for the first 10 minutes. Okay, so fishy fish, 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 fish. After these first 10 minutes of fishing, we're going mining. Because it's going to be dark, we're not going to want to be on the surface. And we need to find ourselves some diamonds. Because diamonds are the only way we're getting into the nether and back. So we just sit here, wait for the bubbles. Bubbly, 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 bubbly. Fish! Now, I'm not sure if fishing uses up your hunger bar. I've never really tried. I don't think it does, because with those AFK fishing farms, if it used up your hunger, well, you'd starve to death. So we can just stand here and fish all day and not really use up any of our hunger. Though, I'm thinking after this next fish, and fish, I should eat a little more of this to get back the last of my hearts. And then go back to fishing. Now, all I really want are normal fish. A saddle might be interesting. Clownfish is not particularly good. You can't cook them. They don't give you a whole lot of food. But it's certainly better than nothing. It's better than catching... well, I suppose boots might not be bad. A bowl could be okay for later when we need to eat mushrooms. Trying to think what other junk there is that we wouldn't really want. And fish! Aha! And that's right, I'm trying to make fishing fun for you guys. Because I personally really enjoy fishing. On Symmetria, on False Symmetry's Patreon server, yeah, pretty much the end of any session that I play, I'll spend a little while fishing at the end. Because it's incredibly relaxing. Just like fishing in real life, if you're into that sort of thing. It's mostly just sitting there, being nice and peaceful, and occasionally you might catch something. Now here, you're way more likely to catch something than my normal sort of fishing trip, because I've already caught 6 things, and it's been 3 minutes. Yeah, I'm not a good enough fisherman to catch something every 30 seconds. I don't know enough about fishing to know if anyone is that good of a fisherman. I mean, unless you're using a giant net. Then you can probably get that level of efficiency. I don't need pufferfish. There's no way I'm finding a nether fortress, getting nether wart, making potions, and having a reason to breathe underwater. So if anything, the pufferfish are the biggest waste of time. Yeah, I've got pretty much zero need for pufferfish. So before I start digging, I'm probably going to throw them back. Now, salmon's good. Regular fish are good. Clownfish are kind of iffy. Pufferfish are pretty much useless. Yeah, I really can't think of a reason why I would want to keep the pufferfish around. Yeah, no, I got nothing. But I want to catch enough fish that I can, when I dig down, I can cook them up and have enough food to last for at least a little while. It doesn't need to last forever, because I can always set up a little fishing hole down underground if I really need to. Yeah. And we go! Yeah, fish. So we're pushing 5 minutes in, so we're about halfway through our fishing trial. And this is all the fishing's going to be. It's just, and fish. Eventually, we might catch like an enchanted book or an enchanted fishing rod, maybe even a saddle. The saddle could be interesting. I don't know if I would find horses. I don't know if I would trust horses, but you don't lose hunger while riding on a horse. And they do move faster than you just walking, so finding a horse might not be so bad. I don't anticipate finding one, but it wouldn't hurt to have a saddle around just in case. Ooh, a bone. So if those dogs showed up again, I might be able to tame one of them. But that's a big might. It usually don't tame them on the first bone anyway. So yeah, apparently wolves despawn like regular mobs if you don't tame them. But it's kind of weird because they don't spawn as often as regular mobs either, so I'm not sure that's necessarily implemented all that well. It just makes it seem a bit frustrating to have to be able to find them more than once, because very rarely do you have what you need on you when you find them. And that's another puffer fish. Can't eat them. You can't prepare them properly. You eat one of those, you're gonna die. I don't know if they give you food poisoning or regular poisoning, but either way, it's not good. I don't even think they give you as much food back as rotten flesh does. Come on, fishy, 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 fishy. There's that fishy. Hook. So this episode is probably not going to be the most exciting, but we could use that after the previous one with all those creeper explosions and missing dogs and... Hey, I got a pair of boots. They're not going to last long, but they're a tiny bit of armor. There's no sense walking around without any shoes on. And I know they're junk. Like, even in the classification in fishing, you've got fish, you've got treasure, and you've got junk. They are junk. But they're not worthless. They're just mostly worthless. Come on, fishy, 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 fishy. Should start singing some sort of sea shanty. Yeah, we should have a decent number of fish after this. We'll be able to do quite a bit of mining with the amount of food we're going to get from this. So we shouldn't have to spend half a day getting food every time. I'm not 100% on how much fish give back. I'm not 100% on how much mining takes away. But all in all, this should be pretty good. Now, I know I say all in all quite a bit. I don't have a good other catchphrase just yet. After this next fish, I'm going to check the position of the sun, because we're pushing 9 minutes now. Sun is up there. So yeah, we can catch another fish or two before we start digging. Because we want to get at least a little ways down before the sun actually sets, such that things don't drop in on our heads. So yeah, I'm thinking one more fish and then dig, 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 dig. Now we're going to just do a vertical shaft. There's no sense making stairs because you're going to have to jump the whole way back up. And there is a way to get back up a vertical shaft without jumping at all. Ooh, yeah, I'll get down a little bit before I worry about the fact that I don't have any light. So, let's take our dirt and seal ourselves in. Let's see. And I left my crafting bench. Curses. Yeah, that's very me. Okay, so we cook up one of these so we can make some torches. I'm not certain why it just now gave me benchmarking. That's weird. Yeah, let's pick these up. Make ourselves a couple of torches. Now, we don't really need them for the way down, but I'm going to put one here just for you guys. And now we're going all the way down. Oh, and F3 screen, I only made it to 757, so my estimate was a little bit off. Because I'm supposed to show the coordinates at the end of each episode, and I was supposed to make a estimate as to how far I think I'm going to make on this journey. So even though I made it 100 blocks fewer than I thought I did, my estimate is still my estimate. I still believe that I'm going to make it either about 16,000 blocks or death. I will likely either die in the nether or make it to about 16,000 blocks out. Now, you might be thinking that seems a little ambitious for having not made it far at all, and this episode probably not going to make it even another 100 blocks. But I've got a plan. And it's a pretty, it's not diabolical. It's not worthy. No. It doesn't deserve that. But, yeah, I'm fairly confident I'll be able to make it that far. Because, like I've said, I plan on going to the nether and coming back. And I am a bit of a nether native. I love spending time in the nether. As you could probably tell from the various series that I've recorded. You might not be able to tell from Crash Landing. But from here, I've been to the nether on the first two challenges. Even though neither one absolutely needed it. Oh, yeah. I do not want to be in a cave right now. That's redstone. Man. I can't dig redstone yet. But there is lava here. Somewhere. Right there. Okay. But it's just the one piece. Now that I've got some food, I can afford to jump. I'm gonna put some cobble here so I know when coming up that this is where that water and lava is. How far down am I? Hey, I'm at level 12. Down one more and we can start our branch mine. So we're gonna go this way. So right here, I'm gonna put my furnace and start cooking up my fish. So this is really just gonna be a nice ordinary branch mine. There's not gonna be anything super fancy about it. I'm just gonna dig a hallway, leave 2 spaces, and poke hole. And this should lead to a decent amount of riches because it exposes quite a lot of material for each block that I break. But with a stone pick, there's only so much I can do, so I gotta hope that I find not only iron but also coal relatively quickly. Because we're 15.5 minutes in, so I've got 5 more minutes and we broke our pick. So crafting table, we don't have any iron, so another stone pick is the way to go. Yes, I know there's a cave game. It's right over there. So we found a lot of redstone. If only I had a good use for redstone this time around. I will need at least 1 piece of redstone for what I want to do. But that's 1 redstone dust. I have found quite a bit of redstone ore. I don't need that much. I can't even think of a reason why I might even want that much redstone for this particular challenge. Man, not finding anything. Ooh, gravel. I do not enjoy gravel. It gives us flint, which gets us flint and steel, so that's at least something. But that's not much of something. So we come back, we're gonna need more torches, so we need to cook up some more logs. But we got ourselves a fish. Actually, 2, 3, 2. So let's eat ourselves one of those fish. Chomp, 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 chomp. Nice. Okay. So let's just take this one. 4 torches will get us at least a little ways. And keep on moving. Because one of these days, we're going to find something useful. Not gravel. I'm just not even going to bother. There were probably diamonds right there. But I don't care. I hate dealing with the gravel. We are going to need this coal, so I will come in and harvest it. Because once we find iron, we're going to need to cook that up. I have kind of forsaken my no jumping rule. We've got some fish. We will jump as little as possible, I think, still. But we're not going to go slab crazy like we did in the first episode. That was just to make sure we didn't start starving before we had a food source. Now we can hear lava here, so we'll be able to dig towards that when we need a nice lava pool. Hopefully it's not just that tiny lava flow that we saw. It's an actual lava lake. But again, there's no real way to know. So we're at 19:30. We've got 30 seconds left. It doesn't look like we're going to find iron this episode, much less diamonds. But we've got tons of redstone. Woo! And tons of gravel. Man, do I hate gravel. And we've used up our pick. We're pretty much out of time. So I'm going to say this is the end of the episode. So I will catch you in the next episode of MHC with Lyte.